Good morning, Zuber channel. Welcome back to another video. Guys, this is part 12 of the GTR build series. I had to kind of go back because I kind of put it off for a little bit. All right, so on the last video of the series, guys, you remember we drove it around, first startup, everything was somewhat okay. We thought, we thought everything was perfect. It's not bad news. I mean, it could be worse. So the problem we are having, we have a noisy head, bad valve lash, obviously. I'm gonna insert the video down below so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So anyways, when we got the car started, Lance obviously suggested right away, he's like, hey, the head is very noisy. We gotta get that checked out. So we went ahead, did the video, whatever, kind of just drove it around hoping that it was gonna settle in, and that's obviously wasn't gonna happen. So we didn't even drive it anymore. The car's just been sitting here. We started doing some research and noticed that my buddy had ordered parts for this car a while back, probably over a year. I'm gonna say maybe even a year and a half. He just had been collecting parts, and obviously then we started the build. This is where we're at now. So these are Tomei 268 cams with, I believe, a 10.5 lift. This one is. They're supposed to be like a paired, paired cam combo. Obviously, you have intake and exhaust. If you can see here, I got to kind of spin it over there. This is actually a 9.15. So the cams, one of the issues was they came mismatched. So I guess they had pulled them wrong. So that's where we're at. We have incorrect cams. They don't match. So obviously the valve lashes are off. Before I keep even going on, I don't want to bash Tomei or anything. They've been very helpful, them and Real Street. So even after having the cams for so long, they're still gonna help us fix the problem. So here are the new cams. We went with a 272 this time, so a little higher than the 268s, with a 10.5 lift. We got these in. That's why I've been sitting on it too. I've been waiting for the parts to come in. These are the two cams, exhaust and intake. And we are also doing the buckets from Tomei. So we got a new set of buckets. And what we're gonna be doing is taking these out, obviously, and then swapping over the buckets in the same order, and then putting the cams in and make sure they're up, they're within spec. Not sure where we're at in the video, but as you can see, everything is out. Dampener's out. Timing bar, I noticed it's a little softer than I would like it to be. So once I saw that, I just went ahead and just pulled out the crank pulley. Came out pretty fast. So yeah, now we could actually loosen up the tensioner, take out the belt, and do what we got to do, and that's it, man. At least we took longer to take it apart, but it is what it is, man. I'd rather be safe than sorry. Finally got the cams out and the cam caps. They were on there pretty hard. I fought this last one for a while, and I noticed there's some corrosion on these Tomei studs. I'm not sure what it's from, but you can see it's still it's greasy. It's not dry. So maybe it's because it's set outside with no cover on for a while, and some moisture got built up in there. But I'm gonna clean them up and put some oil in there, and then hopefully it doesn't happen again. But yeah, got the bare head looking again. I'm gonna clean out all this old silicone and stuff, or FIPG that we use. And then we got the new buckets, which are the same on the intake and exhaust. So wanted to put it on video. You guys saw the time lapse, how easy it is. The buckets, you literally, just gonna do a quick one here. Magnet, let me see if it stays stuck. Okay, that one did it. But the shim They usually on the stock ones, they would stay stuck under the actual bucket, and then just kind of replace them as one along. You guys saw it on the time lapse. But what I wanted to show you guys is the difference. We have a stock one over here, and this is the Tomei one. I know it doesn't seem like the smallest thing, but you know, when you're trying to get like a clearance for reference, it's a big issue. So that's I think it's a 1 millimeter over. These are 1 millimeter oversized. My buddy was telling me, so that's the other reason why we changed them. All right, so wanted to make sure I got that. This one goes in here, and this is the one we're working with here. So yeah, pretty much we are done. We're gonna go drop in the cams now, clean these studs up, and make sure we have all these cams within spec. All right, new cams. This is the exhaust side, 10.5 lift. I know I didn't check last time, but this time I'm actually making sure I look at the part numbers and everything. Exhaust side. This is intake side, 10.25 lift. So that matches. Man, these birds, man, driving me crazy today. All right, that's that. Let's put the caps on and make sure we bolt everything on good. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the GTR build series. Guys, as you can see here, we have the exhaust side cam on. We did start with the intake side, but I did make a rookie mistake. I didn't record it on Saturday that I stopped working on it, and that is because this happened. Completely my fault. I snapped the cam. Rookie mistake. It was completely my fault, nobody else's. I have heard of this things happening before in the past on 2Js. Obviously, I'm sure happens to RBs too, but this was my first time working on it, and I was just kind of careless. I was pretty much past halfway of, doing evenly on all of them, but towards the end of it, I guess since it's interference motor, it wasn't sitting properly, and as soon as I was kind of just like looking away, torquing it down, I just heard a pop, and there goes the cam. I did overnight replacement because I specifically wanted it before or for Thanksgiving that I was going to be off from work. I wanted to kind of spend some time on it. So here it is. Shout out to Gabe at Titan Motorsports. I did go ahead and order it from them, and I did get it Tuesday. I ordered it Monday and it got here yesterday. So today's Wednesday. I'm going to see if I get it installed. But yeah, it's the same exact cam, and hopefully this one doesn't break because it's solely on me. So, but yeah, that's what's happened. And like I said, I do everything. I put everything on the channel. I don't care if it's a rookie mistake or not. It did happen. Snapped it off completely. Didn't even take that much, guys. It was just kind of just hand tight. It just popped. So you got to be very careful with them. All right, so let's go ahead and install this one on, and hopefully this one doesn't break. All right, so what is going on, guys? Welcome back. Guys, honestly, I had to go back and start editing this video because it's so many clips and it's so far long that I lost track of where we even are. So the last thing we did here was install the new cam to replace the one that we had broken. Went ahead, put that in, assembled the car all back together, And you know, we went to turn it on, and not for nothing, but it sounded like dogs rattling in there. Not even, that's the best way I could describe it. Of course, pulled the valve covers off, and we did what we should have done in the first place. Measured every shim, every clearance on top of the cam, which I didn't do personally. I only did a couple, and they seemed they were within specs, so I didn't check all of them. But the one before the last on the intake side in this car is way off. You know, the intake side has to be within 0.18. They're all within like 0.16, 0.17, 0.18, around the same, give or take, around the same. That one before the last one is at like 0.35. So this is where the problem is. We believe it's a bent valve, so the head needs to probably come off. So confirmed, guys, it's a valve. I went ahead and pulled the bucket. Bucket's fine. The shim's right under it. Everything was sitting in place, so it's definitely the valve. And you can see it here physically, it looks like it's sitting a little lower than the other one, so there's no other choice but to pull the head. So you know what that means. This needs to come off, and these need to come off. Back. As you can see, it's nighttime. I haven't done much recording on the GTR, but I kind of just been taking a day at a time. I'm not sure if I recorded or did a time lapse taking off the turbos. So I used one day to take off the turbos. I'm sure you guys been seeing on Instagram. Been trying to, you know, make fun of it, but hasn't been so nice. So turbos are out. That was one day. Then I did the intake. That's right there. All the ITBs, fuel rail, more stuff over there. And now I wanted to get on film. It's actually, I'm down to like almost a bare head. Literally got to take out the head studs out, and the head will be out. So kind of wanted to throw the video, you know, that we made it. This is probably the halfway point, because then we got to put everything back together. But at least I'm happy with that. I kind of set myself a goal that I wanted to get this car done before the end of the year. So hopefully we could get this to a machine shop. They could get that valve replaced. Hopefully it doesn't need any cutting. It's just in and out, and hopefully that's the end of it, guys. So yeah, let's go ahead and pull this head out and have it out so we could have it ready for tomorrow, so we could drop it off the machine shop. All right, so head is off. I'm sure you guys saw on the time lapse up there. Let's take a look at the pistons. They all seem to be okay. Remember, we did put a boroscope down the spark plug hole, but for the most part, where we had the problem was number 6, and it looks perfectly fine. So let me see if I can lift up the head a little bit. See if we can see anything. Remember, this is the valve over here, this back one here. One that's bad. I don't want to lift it too much because I don't want these little buckets coming out of here and driving me crazy. So I'm just gonna poke my head under here, see if we see anything. Let's see here. Okay. So it's this one here. Yeah, you could tell they touched. Yeah, you can tell they touched. Back, guys, we are back with the GTR. I haven't recorded in a while. I have literally taken off like a month and a half off of YouTube, and probably like 2 months off of this thing. I forgot the last time I even worked on it. Little recap, head came off, took it to the machine shop, and the delay has been on the machine shop. We've just been waiting. New Year, you know, Christmas and everything. Everybody took the holidays off, so we finally got this thing back. It's upside down. All the cams are, you know, they're installed and stuff, so it's easier to keep it this way so we don't bend any valves again. They went ahead and replaced, I believe it was 14 valves in total. These are front caps. Here are all the valves that were bent. I think it was 12 of the intake and 2 of the exhaust, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, all these have to be changed, guys. We are gonna go ahead and be reinstalling the head. New head gasket. We're actually going with a slightly thicker head gasket. We have a 1.2 in there now. We're going with a 1.5. So this one's gonna be coming out. I didn't even take it out. This one's coming out. We're not gonna use that one anymore. And yeah, gonna clean up the deck here a little bit and get this head reinstalled, man. See if this time we don't have any more issues. All right, haven't recorded much, but you guys seen these before. Head is back on, nicely torqued down. Went ahead and did it in three sequence. We did 30, 60, and 90 foot-pounds of torque. Cams are back on. You can see the silicone's still fresh in there. I'm gonna go ahead now and put the back plate here, cam gears, and see if we work up the timing. And once that's done, we'll start assembling the intake and the turbo side. So, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back. This is Monday. I think I'm okay day, so I'm off from work. It's really early in the morning, 7:14. Weather conditions are not great. It's raining and it's a little on the cold side because I guess of the cold front coming through. But back here with the GTR, I want to get this thing done, so I wanted to get an early start today. I think I'm gonna leave the intake side for after, and I'm gonna focus on the turbo side just to get all this stuff here done already and mount the exhaust and downpipes and whatnot, and yeah, get this side done. And then this side has more little tedious stuff, so I'll leave that towards the end. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna record this. It's been on the channel before. I'll check back in once it's already on, but you guys know the drill has been done before. You have your typical, drain and coolant, oil and coolant line there, back there for the back turbo, front turbo. Your turbo drain on there, this right here, and the other one for the front. And that's it. It's just squeezing them in there. That's the hard part because it's kind of tight. It is now 1 p.m. Took a little break, had something to eat. Came back. Turbo's already on. I haven't recorded. I've been recording with a time lapse, but we are done with the turbo side. I went ahead and got the exhaust mounted on too. Downpipes are on, exhaust is on, so that side is done. I'm gonna go ahead and start putting on the covers, the turbo pipes in front of the turbos. Yeah, pretty much have those little things done here, and then the final touches of the intercooler pipes I'll do last, and then I'm going to jump on here and start working on the intake. Hopefully that goes smooth. All right, guys, welcome back to another clip. I'm not even sure where I left off. This is as far as I got done yesterday. Pretty much everything's already assembled. The only thing I need to do is the intercooler pipes. This is the charge pipe and the intakes and whatnot, but in this car is like a bunch of like pieces and puzzle and whatnot. So my buddy's actually coming over, the owner of the car. We're actually gonna try to turn it on. I wanted to wait for him to make sure he was here, and it will be the third time attempting this. So remember, the first time is when we thought it was all fine, but the head was pretty noisy. So after checking the clearances and that they were off, then we changed the cam. One of them was off the correct size, and we changed the buckets. Then we reinstalled that, had the cam snap, had the vent valves. So this would actually be the third time, and hopefully it's the last one, because I really don't want to do this again, and I'm way over GTRs and RBs, period. So hopefully everything goes smooth today. I wanted to capture on video. I don't even know how this video is coming along, because it's been ongoing for like 2 months. Just kind of problems and little headaches and me complaining about the whole RB thing, and I want to get over with and want to keep working on Supras. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this thing gets done tonight, and I don't have to hear from it anymore, man. I mean, it's a nice car and all, but not for me, man. I would have put a 2J in here a long time ago. All right, so let me get to these pipes, get as much as I can before he gets here.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Low pressure. Sounds healthy compared to before.
Let me make sure. Now we're good.
Ready?
Yeah. Well, that's a big sigh of relief. I'm happy this thing's finally going. All right, guys, so you heard the clip. Car's finally running, thank God. Still sound like a little off, but that's because the tuning needs a little adjustment on the bigger size cam, and just needs to be fine-tuned over. But head sounds healthy, everything sounds fine. So, man, you don't understand the sigh of relief that I just feel to have this thing running. You don't understand. I've been at it for the past 2 days. I want to say today is Tuesday. I worked on it all day Sunday, all day Monday, and it's finally running today. And I'm happy I got it done. This was the third time taking this thing apart. You know, it's a horrible way to introduce myself into the GTR RB world, but I guess, you know, that's how you live and learn. Guys, again, this video has been all over. Probably been recording for like the past 2 months, on and off, with all the mistakes, the snap cam and all that. So I'm gonna try to edit the best way possible, and hopefully, you know, the video comes out decent. So just a little disclosure there on the ending of the video. Remember to like the video, guys. Subscribe to the channel. You know, I hope you guys, I appreciate you guys watching. I'm even throwing all the bad stuff in there, you know, my mistakes. Probably a lot of it, you know, was a lot of my mistakes in my rookiness, not knowing the RB, and, you know, dealing with the whole interference motor. That was completely my fault. So I'm gonna throw it in there just so you guys can know not everybody's perfect. And it's been a learning experience for myself doing the whole build series for the GTR. So what's next for this? Put on a dyno and hopefully just drive it around and enjoy the car, man. You know, shout out to my buddy Kevin. You know, it's been here for probably 6, almost 7 months already. And yeah, what we thought was gonna take 2 months, you know, it turned into to a lot more than that. So, but yeah, that's that. All right, guys, remember, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys. Thank you for watching.